You want to know the dirtiest secret in real estate? The money isn't made when you sell. It's made in the 5 seconds before everyone else realizes what's happening. Here's the window nobody talks about. The gap between chaos and opportunity. It's when life punches someone in the throat. Divorce, death, debt, disaster, dark? Maybe. But while you're feeling guilty, someone else is writing the check. Pre-foreclosure. That's the golden word they don't want you to know. Not the auction, not the listing. Before all that, when the owner is drowning, the bank is circling, and the property is worth 30% more than what you're about to pay. Every county courthouse publishes these like clockwork. Free, public, a buffet of distressed properties. And guess who's not checking? Your neighbor, your coworker, that guy who won't shut up about waiting for the right time. They're waiting. You know what happens when you wait? You pay retail. You compete with 12 other buyers. You write love letters to sellers and lose to all cash offers from people who understood this years ago. But here's the nuclear option nobody's ready for. Probate sales. Someone dies. The family doesn't want the house. The estate needs liquidity yesterday. These properties sell for 60, 70 cents on the dollar because grief doesn't negotiate. It capitulates. Sounds vulgar? Tell that to the investor who bought a $340,000 house for $210,000 cash, held it for 8 months, and walked away with a $250,000 profit. You think they're losing sleep over ethics? Here's the moment that separates you from them. It's 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. You're scrolling public records. You see a notice of default filed 6 days ago. The homeowner has 90 days before foreclosure. You write a letter, not an email, a letter, handwritten envelope. Inside, I can close in 14 days, all cash, no inspections. 3 days later, your phone rings. They're desperate. They owe $180,000. The house is worth $290,000. You offer $200,000. They cry with relief. You close in 12 days. You've made $90,000 before the house even hits Zillow. But here's the sick part. You're not even going to do this. You're going to watch this, nod along, feel motivated for 48 hours, then go back to scrolling properties on Redfin like everyone else. You'll wait for the perfect time. Meanwhile, there's a 34-year-old in Ohio who just bought their 9th property this year using this exact method. They started with $15,000 and a county records login. That's it. The most profitable moment in real estate isn't when the market crashes. It's not when rates drop. It's the moment between disaster and discovery. It's the gap between filing and foreclosure. It's the space between death and probate closure. And it happens every single day, in your city, in your county, while you're deciding whether to wait another year. Because here's what they don't tell you in those real estate seminars. The biggest deals aren't found. They're intercepted. While properties sit pretty on the MLS with staged photos and bidding wars, the real players are 3 moves ahead, shaking hands in courthouse hallways and calling distressed homeowners before breakfast. You think the wealthy wait for Zillow notifications? They've got paralegals monitoring county filings daily. They've got relationships with probate attorneys. They know which neighborhoods have the highest divorce rates, the oldest homeowners, the most underwater mortgages. They've turned tragedy into a system. And the gap between you and them isn't money. It's not connections. It's courage. The courage to act while others overthink. To move while others research themselves into paralysis. So here's your choice. You can keep waiting for the right moment like everyone else. Or you can become the moment everyone else wishes they hadn't waited for.